Hi there, Visionary family, and welcome back to another one with Lady Visionary. If you guys are new to my channel, please do me that favor and smash that red subscribe button and become part of this growing family here on YouTube. I'm really appreciating all my old and new subscribers. In the last couple of weeks, we've had quite a lot of new subscribers. So I just want to say thank you so much for joining my channel. And for those of you guys who don't know me, I am Lady Visionary. My real name is Kerry-Ann. I relocated from the UK and now I'm in Rwanda, investing, doing business, creating opportunities for Rwandans here on the ground and immersing myself into the culture, the language, the people, the business arena. Like, yeah, that's me in general. And the aim is just to, I guess, make an impact and building a long lasting legacy for my children and also generations to come. So I'm here, I'm working hard. It doesn't come without its challenges, guys. It doesn't come without its challenges. There are some days where I'm sweating, I'm frustrated, but in general, it's amazing. The journey is amazing. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else but here on the continent, here in Rwanda. So, with that being said, welcome as more of you guys join this live chat. Thank you so much for joining. Please do go ahead and smash on that like button. Make sure you support me just by liking, that's enough. And if you're new, just smash on that red subscribe button. So lovely to have you guys here. So lovely to have you guys following the journey. So many of you guys are thinking about relocating and investing right here in Rwanda. Rwanda is said to be a country, with the ease. It's very easy to do business here. Very, very easy to set up a business. Within 24 hours, you can have your business certificate and be able to operate. And I guess, different bodies within districts on different levels that will support you with your businesses and point you into the right direction. So there's a lot of information and there's a lot of clarity here in comparison to maybe a lot of other African countries. I know people have said in some other countries it has been difficult to find out information about doing business in that particular country. But here in Rwanda, you can visit the Rwanda Development Board. They have a website. They also have a base in Kigali, so you can actually visit their offices and speak to them. I know due to COVID, there's a bit of restrictions, but they are available. You can send them emails, and I believe some of their staff members are available on WhatsApp, so you can actually reach out to them. If you have a business idea and you want to just talk that through with someone, then there is a representative from the Rwanda Development Board that can help you. And if you're not sure about, what areas you would love to invest in, you want to invest in Rwanda, but you're not sure, what to invest in, then they have got a list of areas that require investments here in Rwanda. Again, that's on the Rwanda Development Board website. So that website can really point you in the right direction in terms of, what is needed here on the ground. I'm seeing more of you guys join. Thank you so much. Don't go anywhere. It's always great to have you guys and, watching and supporting. Before we get into this, guys, because this is a business opportunity for the diaspora, right? This is a business opportunity for the diaspora. So I don't want you to go anywhere. Please, please, please stick around, right? So before we get into it, I do offer business and relocation consultation for anybody who is interested in relocating and investing here in Rwanda. You may have various questions about the business arena, about relocating here, about housing, about education, about the different barriers that potentially you may meet here. You have lots of questions and you just want some answers. You can book a consultation with myself. It is via Zoom for approximately an hour, but we can be a little bit flexible for you. And it is at a price, it is at an affordable price. So all you have to do is send me an email. My email is currently on the screen right now. It's projecthealtha@gmail.com. It's projecthealtha@gmail.com. So you can go ahead and send me an email and we can set up your business and relocation consultation at a date that is appropriate for you. I just want to say thanks again for everybody who's watching currently and everybody who will actually join. Will after join and see the replay of this live. I want to say thank you. You smash on that. Make sure you smash on that like button to show your support and also to help me gain visibility on YouTube, and so more and more people can learn about what I'm doing and the impact that I'm trying to make here in Rwanda. I'm seeing more of you guys join. Thank you so much for being around. Thank you. I'm seeing some familiar people again. Thank you so much. It always makes me smile when I know that there are people who continuously support. It really means a lot for me. For those of you guys who are not following me on Instagram, make sure you go over and follow me on Instagram. It is lady_visionary. Try to kind of keep up to date, even though it's quite difficult. I do try to post on there. So if you guys saw my recent post, that I was singing over there on Instagram. I do a lot of crazy stuff, and sometimes I share that on my Instagram. So if you want to know me a little bit better, maybe it's a good idea to follow my Instagram. But I also have a business Instagram. It's Twin Lakes Recreational Island. Again, Twin Lakes Recreational Island. Go over and support my business project here in Rwanda. That project is actually based in a beautiful, beautiful area surrounded by great scenery. That is Lake Burera. That's where I'm investing. The hotel project, the farming projects there. If you're coming to Rwanda and you just want to visit the northern region, then you can visit the Lake Burera. The lakes got Lake Burera and Lake Ruhondo. But I'm based at Lake Burera, so you can come and you can do a tour. You can see the different islands that are situated on the lake. You can actually visit the only island called Bilgwa Island 1, which is the only island that's actually occupied by people. There's about 400 people, local people, who live there on a beautiful island named Bilgwa. So and you guys may have seen one of my videos where I actually bought land for a subscriber. Well, it's a couple. And it's just amazing. The couple are really happy. They'll be here in December to, see their land. Well, they have been to Rwanda before. They have seen the location, fell in love, but didn't have the opportunity to purchase. So they reached out to me and I said, okay, fine, I'll purchase it for them. And they will come and do the transfer in December. So I'm really, really excited. And I also have another subscriber who has reached out to me. His name is Adrian, and he's looking to purchase land also around Lake Burera. So I'm in the process of finding a suitable land for him around Lake Burera that he can build something comfortable. Even though the lake area is mainly allocated for tourism and conservation, there are some areas that are available where people can actually build a residential home, on the lake. Absolutely beautiful. You guys, if you haven't seen my videos, go and check out my videos of the lake. I've done quite a couple of videos on, the fish farm that I have, as well as the other farming stuff that I'm doing, such as rabbit farming, goat farming, sheep. I've got cows, chickens. So go ahead and check those out. Thank you guys again for being here. I'm just going to go ahead and greet you guys. I'm not here for too long, guys. I really want to keep the information concise so you guys understand what is happening, and hopefully this will be an opportunity for someone out there as well to say, right, okay, I see there is a gap, there's a problem, how can I bring about a solution, as opposed to, always complaining about maybe other people who are here investing. Let's see what we can do, what solutions we can bring to the continent. Right, I'm just going to greet you guys. Rob C was in the live chat yesterday. Hey people, Rob C said this should be good. I knew China wasn't going to send anything but garbage to Africa. Okay, Samson's in the building. The only way and the best game to fight this is don't buy. Okay, Miss Yetta B1 is in the building saying, hey, Lady Visionary, hello to you as well. We'll watch the replay. Okay, I guess you have to go. That's fine. Sammy's in the building. Hey, brothers and sisters. Miss Yetta B saying, absolutely lovely and plan to visit soon. Hope to see you here, Miss Yetta B. Tamika B is in the building saying good afternoon. Well, where I'm sure so many of you guys are watching from various locations. Where I am right now in Rwanda, it is currently 10 p.m. Yes, it's beautiful. That's Tamika B. Yes, Rwanda is absolutely beautiful, or my project site is absolutely beautiful. I love going there. I never get bored. It's just so mesmerizing. It's so tranquil, so peaceful. And yeah, like that's why I decided to invest in Lake Burera, because I knew it was a place that I could always feel relaxed and yeah, always feel at peace. So yeah, it's always great. And every time I have to go to the project site, I have to take a boat ride across the lake, and it's just absolutely beautiful. So guys, let's get into the topic. You guys have seen the title, you've seen the thumbnail, and I've talked about this on my channel before, that Rwanda is importing fish from China. All types of fish, fresh fish, fillets, fish meat, yeah, frozen fish. A lot of fish is being imported from China to Rwanda, right? I want you guys to stick around and guess how much you think this import from China is worth. How much you think this import from China is worth. And, I don't think that Rwanda actually needs to import fish from China. Like being here, I genuinely see that Rwanda doesn't need to import fish from China. Like I was in the market in Musanze in the northern region where I am, and because where I live, the Lake Burera and Lake Ruhondo is just like 45 minutes from my home, 45 minutes drive. So when I was in the market and I was seeing tilapia, and I was thinking that, okay, this tilapia must be coming from the lakes because we have lakes nearby, 45 minutes. And when I spoke to the market sellers, they were telling me that actually, no, these tilapias are coming from China. Guys, I nearly choked on my tongue. I'm not even joking. I nearly choked on my tongue because I really did not understand why we are importing fish from China, why we're giving that market to China when we can actually do it ourselves and create job opportunities for our people and develop their livelihoods. I'm not like saying this to kind of bash Rwanda. I know that like through my readings, I know that the what is it? Let's see, it's the Ministry of Agriculture and Animal Resources. They had announced a temporary ban on the import of tilapia is it fingerlings, right? Due to a disease called tilapia lake virus. So obviously they that was a ban also on China as well as other countries that were importing these fingerlings. So but still quite a lot of fish. Like if I remember correctly from the figures of 2019, if not 100,000, but over 100,000 tons or 100 tons. Sorry, guys, it's 100 tons. Let's look. No. Yes, over 100,000 tons of fish was imported in Rwanda, if not more. That is quite a lot of fish. We have Lake Burera, we have Lake Ruhondo, we have Lake Kivu, we have Lake Muhazi, we have Lake Kidogo, and there are a few more that I don't know. We have, I feel like we have the capacity to be able to stop the import of fish from China and to be able to do it ourselves. And so, my like appeal is for, Rwandans as well as, the diaspora to actually look into this, because it's a very, very lucrative business. The demand for fish is growing. It really is growing. And just looking at the figures from 2018, 2019, Rwanda produced 31,465 tons of fish, and they are targeting to be able to produce 112,000 tons by the year 2024. And this will reduce the imports of fish from China, because what they're finding as well, and I think it's not just Rwanda, but other African countries, like I feel like a lot of countries, when they're thinking about producing stuff for Africa, they really compromise on the quality. And because in general, Africa is known to be the place where there's lack of governance. So a lot of these countries, when they're importing bad foods to us, it's not regulated properly. So, but then we end up consuming it, not knowing that actually we think it's from around the corner, but actually it's coming all the way from China, right? So what they're finding is that the standards of the quality is often compromised and actually can be bad for our health. Some of you guys have seen how, like, tilapia is produced on a large scale in China, and there's a lot of compromise. It's a lot of compromise because, hey, it's going to Black people. We don't care about Black people, And so, and then our governance as well, there's a challenge there. But, Rwanda is picking up on that. Rwanda is trying to make adjustments, and, appealing also for investors to, let it be homegrown. Let it be homegrown. There are a lot of lakes here, wetlands available, a lot of opportunities for people to invest in fish farming, because it is a very profitable business. And I want to see who is going to guess this correct. So I was saying, how much do you think this fish import from China is worth? And this is coming from the 2018, 2019 figures. How much do you think this is worth? I really want you guys to guess how much this is worth. Let me know what you think. Just give me some figures. Just give me some figures. Let's be interactive. Give me some figures. Give me some figures. Someone is saying Rwanda must import fish from Namibia instead of China. Namibia is the 14th largest fish producer in the world and main African exporter to fish to Spain, South Africa, DRC, Zambia, Botswana, Zim, and Europe. There's a lot of talk about bilateral trade amongst different countries in Africa. I think definitely that needs to happen. That really needs to happen. More trade across the continent, across the African continent, because these people are importing bad foods for us. We're consuming it, and guess what? It is having an impact on our our quality of life, on our health. So we are now seeing a transition in terms of the types of diseases that Africans are getting, and this is largely attributed to the types of foods that we're consuming here on the continent, right? So that's something that really needs to be closely regulated, because they're importing bad foods for us, poor quality foods, and then to our detriment, and making a killing. They are making a killing off of us at the expense of our lives. And I know this because I've studied it quite in depth. For those of you guys who don't know, my background is in healthcare. I did a master's in global health and international development. So I know exactly what I'm talking about. Africa is starting to see a transition in terms of the types of diseases that are coming from the West as well, and the Americas. And there is a strong correlation between the imports of the food and the food that we're consuming and the diseases that we're now getting in Africa that we were not getting before. And that is largely attributed to the food imports that are coming into Africa. Okay. Anybody, Rob C did a guess. Please, 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 someone else. Please guess, please guess. How much do you think roughly, yearly, China is earning from the import of fish? Like this is frozen fish, fillets, fresh fish. Guys, like the tilapias from China, look, they look monstrous. They look monstrous. Like they don't even look right. Like seriously. I'm like, what do they feed these fish? I don't actually buy fish from the market because now that I learned that, Rwanda is, I really didn't really think about it, but I just asked, okay, where's this fish coming from? No, I said, oh, is it this coming from the Lake Kivu, Lake Rohondo, Lake Brera? Because, I don't live very far from the lakes. And they said, no, it's coming from China. I was like, what? Are you kidding me? Like, what? Guy, this is an opportunity. So, all right, all right, all right. So no one else guessed. Roxy, you're the only one that's guessed. But the industry is probably, yes, worth billion, but China is making roughly around 11 million dollars. 11 million. Yeah, and okay, to be exact, 10.6 million. And this was the data from 2018, 2019 from the United Nations Comtrade database, right? They make roughly around 11 million from the imports of fish alone. Just fish alone. But there are so many other things, guys, that China is importing and making money off because these people, they invest, they know money is in Africa. And people say, oh, money is not in Africa. But China is importing fish in Rwanda. And according to the United Nations Comtrade database, this import generated 10.6 million from Rwanda alone. So people are saying there's no money in Africa. What are you talking about? And they say, so I'm saying this is an opportunity for members of the diaspora, whether you're Rwandan or from any other part of the globe, and you're thinking about investing, here is an opportunity for you to invest. China's getting 10.6 million per year, approximately, just from importing fish to Rwanda. So if you're out there and you're thinking, well, I need a business, I need a business idea. Here is a business idea. I'm giving it to you. Members of the diaspora, that's who my channel is targeted at. Members of the diaspora who want to invest in the motherland, who want to make a contribution, who don't want to complain that the Chinese are here doing this and different people are here doing that and, damaging our country and our people. They don't mean well for us. If you mean well for us, come home and invest. Come home and invest. China is currently making approximately $11 million. We're not talking about Rwandan francs, dollars from the import of fish products alone. So why can't we mobilize our people to come together and take advantage of this opportunity? Because other nations are coming to Africa, seeing the opportunities, grabbing it, and then taking the money out. And that's one of the problems with Africa, because so many other people are coming to invest and channel the money out. And that's to the detriment of our own people. And that's why maybe some people complain that Africa is not making the type of progress that it should be making, considering we have everything and we don't need nothing from the rest of the world. We have everything. That's why they're coming here. That's why they're investing here. That's why they keep stealing from Africa. That's why they keep creating instability in Africa. So we can remain stupid and we can remain poor. And it's to the detriment of our own people. And a lot of the times when these people are are importing these products into Africa, the quality is significantly compromised. But they know because of the lack of governance, they will get away with it. They could never get away with it in Europe. They could never get away with it in probably the Americas because you have strict regulations. But, Africa, poor governance, that's what they say. And we can get away with whatever we want. That's the general consensus. Guys, please make sure you smash the like button. Please make sure you subscribe if you're new. Please make sure you support with a super chat. Yeah, guys, you know what's happening in Kenya right now? So I was reading, because I was just doing a lot of reading around this whole import of fish, because China's importing a lot of things to Africa that Africa doesn't need. But for some reason, we're accepting because, yeah, we're friends of China. Whilst, I'm sorry, but a lot of the times, they're befriending us, but poisoning us in the long term. And Africa, we're not seeing that. And they're the one that's in the back laughing at us because they're like, these people are stupid. We just have to dangle some money in front of them and they'll do whatever. They'll do whatever. And China's importing a lot of things into Africa that Africa does not need because we have the ability. We are brilliant. We have the ability to do all of that ourselves, creating industries. We can do it. Creating job opportunities for our people to elevate our people out of poverty. Rather than being in a situation where we're always exploited. Anyway, guys, make sure you smash the like button. Right. DRC imports from Namibia through Matadi port and through Zambia to, is it Lubumbashi by road to Katanga province. Rob C, please keep in mind, tilapia is not a good fish. And yes, it is cheap, even in the US. Yeah, probably because of the way that they feed it, to be honest. I don't think tilapia is a bad fish. It's just the way that it is produced, the way that it is fed, the way that it's fed, and you're consuming all of that, the poor quality standards that they give it, because they know like a lot of African countries, they will eat the tilapia, and as I said, like when these people are producing and they're thinking, well, it's going to Africa, it's going to Black people, so it doesn't really matter. It's significantly compromised. It's significantly compromised, and that has been identified. That's not me discovering that. That has been identified. Okay. Rob Seam saying tilapia is the pig swine of fish. Oh God. Esther's in the building. Hello, hello, and welcome again. Hi, Lady Visionaries. Thanks for your back-to-back live stream concerning issues affecting our beautiful motherland. You are most welcome. You're most welcome. Guys, I think, well, a couple of months ago, I put out a video that I had started a fish farm. It's still going, but it's not running exactly how I'd want to. So if there are people out there who, have experience and want to invest, but then you're planning on living in Rwanda, and you can, be on site to help manage, I'd love to partner with you. I'd love to partner with you, right? Because I believe Rwanda has the ability to produce its own fish and meet that demand right here instead of importing all of this fish, a lot of it bad quality from China, when we could actually benefit economically ourselves and create job opportunities for people in Rwanda, young and old. Right. Tuco, Pamoja. Okay. Um, Typical sending their rubbish to Africans to whom they treat like children and beneath them. Yes, a lot of the times you'll see that, you've seen incidences where, you know, they've treated, like Kenyans very, very badly. We also saw when with the coronavirus outbreak, how how our people were treated in China. Um, Tuko is saying the leadership will turn up a blind eye to such things. If the money is right, that is it. But that is a problem. People were saying, yes, as long as money is dangled in front of a lot of these leaders, they will compromise us, and it's to our detriment, and it also has a significant impact on the progress of Africa. And what we are seeing is in the research. You guys can go ahead and look at it. What we're seeing is that the poor quality produce that's imported from all these different countries into Africa, it is causing disease amongst us here in Africa. There is a transition. Diseases that Africans were not getting before, we're now getting them, especially in the urban settings. Especially in the urban settings. But I think also what Rwanda is encouraging people to be involved in sports, to be active, to take care of your health and well-being. So there's a lot of promotion around health, but at the same time, when you have all of these imports, and this is not just talking about Rwanda, we're talking about so many other African countries. We're talking about Nigeria, we're talking about Ghana, we're talking about so many, Senegal, who are importing things that we do not need from all of these countries. Or why are we importing them? It's to our detriment. Why are we willing to compromise ourselves so they can benefit? They're laughing. And I'm sorry, but it's the truth. The Chinese here living in Rwanda, they're not going to touch that tilapia because they know what they're getting. They know they can't eat that. But it's not good enough for them, but it's good enough for us. Guys, this is an opportunity. The data from the United Nations Comtrade database from 2018-19 says that China imported almost 11 million US dollars worth of fish to Rwanda. We, the diaspora, why can we not invest in this area? Why can't we form a cooperative and meet the demand in Rwanda? Because there is capacity to do that. We have everything we need. We are the breadbasket to the world. Why do you think that there was a scramble for Africa? Because we are the breadbasket to the rest of the world. They want what we have, and they will try to get it at any cost. At any cost. History will tell you that. What I'm saying is nothing new. History will tell you that. Okay, guys, I'm not here for very long. I'll be rounding up in the next 20 minutes. So if you have any questions, it's specifically around fish farming here in Rwanda, I can try and answer your questions as best as I can, okay? Esther's saying, now the Ugandan government is opening the doors to Afghanistan refugees and no help has been offered to our African brothers and sisters in Haiti. I don't know what to say, but what I can say, sometimes what I see is that Africa seems to be focusing on a lot of other problems except for our own problems. And that's one of the reasons why a lot of people in Africa are living below the poverty line. Because we're so focused elsewhere and pleasing other people. We're forgetting about ourselves. We're forgetting about our own people. And that is part of the problem. Right. Rob C is saying, hey, China and the rest consider Africa the dooming ground of the earth. Okay. Right. Tuko Pamoja is saying, I've seen how they sell chicken with packing and completing exposed. They don't sell these out-of-date chickens to their own people, never mind to feed it to their dogs. Something has to change, most definitely. I don't trust a lot of what China produces. I'm so, like, I don't even want to say I'm so sorry, because I'm not sorry for saying it. Because that is the truth. That is the truth. When things are coming to Africa, it is compromised to a significant level. And because there's a lack of governance with regards to, this area of food and imports, it gets through the system and into our system, to our system here in Africa. And so coming to the continent, you also have to be mindful, because there is a lot of compromise and it's to our detriment. So we have to be, even when we move to the continent, we have to operate with a level of consciousness. Because we are in Africa, we think that everything is from Africa. And it should be from Africa, because I was expecting that fish market that I went to in Mosanze, I was expecting that market seller to tell me that it's coming, it's local tilapia, not tilapia all the way from China. What? And there is an agenda. Rob C, most definitely, without a doubt, there is an agenda. There is an agenda right there. How do you control and eliminate people? One of the ways is through the food, psychologically, and also through the food that we're consuming. Because mentally, if you destabilize us and we're not healthy because of what we're eating, there is obviously a plan to make us extinct. Because the ultimate goal is to rule Africa. Some people will argue, well, they're already doing that. But I definitely believe if they could wipe us out of the face of this earth, they would. They would move in tomorrow. Let's just be honest, guys. Call it out for what it is. I'm not sugarcoating nothing. I'm not sugarcoating nothing. Right? So let me know if you guys have any questions. As I said, I'm not here for very long. The max I'll do is an hour. Yesterday's live, I was on for about 3 hours, guys. Yeah, no. Yeah, that was the live I did earlier on in the day. But yeah, I was on for 3 hours. But I've got to be strict with my time, guys. For those of you guys who are not following, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 6K subscribers. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. I'm also on Patreon, www.patreon.com/ladyvisionary. You can find out what's happening with me behind the scenes. Because if you're on my Patreon, you will know that, it's a bit crazy right now with me. It's a bit crazy right now. But if you're on my Patreon, and all the details are down below in the description bar, right? They will be down below in the description bar. I will make sure they're there after this live. So McLeod Banda is saying, our political leaders always betray us. Some people do believe that, and I guess it is evident as well. It's a valuable point. Tuko is saying, again, the leadership has completely lost all touch with reality. It makes me so mad. I wish I could put them on. Anyway, Right. Guys, make sure you support with a super chat whenever I'm live. As I said, a lot of you guys, I have deactivated the super chat button, but you guys were in my inbox, in my email, going, Lady Visionary, what's happening? We want to support you. Even if YouTube takes a little bit of the money, we want to still support you. Okay, so I vote, like I put it out there, you guys voted, and I put the super chat button back on for you guys. Because I was just frustrated with like the fact that YouTube is just, but yeah, right. Um, Goddess is saying it is so darn shameful, a continent, not a country, but a rich, overflowing continent with milk and honey that the Most High God gave to the black race, and we are so ungrateful. I tell you. Rob C saying, so they don't have any other fish for sale in Rwanda. Yes, they do. We have catfish here. Like for me, I only eat fish that I know has been captured from the lake. Like a lot of the fish that I eat, I've it has been moving before, yeah, it gets to my pot. I've seen it, it's moving. And the fish that I eat comes from either Lake Rohondo or Lake Burera. I do not buy fish off the market at all. I don't buy fish off the market. Rob C is saying, so, okay, China is also exporting tilapia to Ghana. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised because they know that the year of return, how many diasporans, went to Ghana, and with that they bought their money, and China has positioned themselves to make sure that they profit from the diaspora returning, because a lot of us, it's the truth. And this is a testimony from a Chinese business that I was watching online. You know, they they decided to open up other branches of their restaurants because of the year of return and the diaspora returning to China. So that means that you guys out there, when you're returning to the continent and you're talking about, keeping the money within, you're going and sitting down and eating in these Chinese restaurants when you should be investing in our own people's business, or businesses, should I say. They're positioning themselves to benefit from the diaspora return. We're going in there and we're taking our money, giving it to them, and they're channeling it out when we should be investing amongst our own people, elevating our own people, and increasing the livelihoods of our own people. We're running from another situation, but creating another situation here on the continent. We have to operate with a level of consciousness, because we can't run away from something in the West and the Americas and then be doing the same thing when we get here. It does not make any sense, guys. It really doesn't make any sense to me. But businesses, Chinese businesses are profiting from the diaspora return. And I'm not saying it, they're saying it. So are they lying? Are they lying, guys? Esther's saying, there's definitely an agenda from the West. 100% agree with you, Lady Visionary. We have to face the reality. Most definitely. That is the true reality. But a lot of it is happening, like, I would say kind of underground, because we say underground because there's a lack of awareness of the agenda that's been pushed here and what the overall aim is. And will we recognize it when it's too late? Okay. Tuko is saying, I wonder how many indigenous people who have died of food poisoning in Africa. Well, you know how it is with statistics in Africa. There's a lack of data. There's a lack of data. Okay. Titus is saying, you won't believe how much food items are imported into African countries from the West. Unfortunately, our leaders are the ones involved in those dealings, hence they don't support local farmers. It's a big issue. I know. I have a very good idea of the amount of different foods that are imported into Africa. It's the imports are ridiculous. You wouldn't understand why it doesn't make sense. You can't comprehend it. Because they're looking at Africa and saying, well, the population of Africa, people need this, people need that. Oh no, not even people need this, people need that, but we have the ability to source ourselves if we really wanted to. We don't need to import anything from the West, really, because we have everything we need. Food-wise, we can feed ourselves. But they need to build their economies. They need to build their wealth. And they need to do it off the back of Africa and to our detriment. To our detriment, which means at the expense of African lives, they must build their economies. And yes, they'll be going through the doors doing bad deals with some leaders. And at the expense of African lives. That is the truth. That is the truth, guys. That's what we're dealing with. Do you guys have any questions? Please do go ahead and throw your questions at me. I will try my best to answer your questions. Please make sure you like the live stream if you're here and watching, you're finding it engaging. You have any counter arguments? Definitely would love to hear from you. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. That's lady_visionary. You can also follow my business Instagram, Twin Lakes Recreational Island. You can also visit my website. It is www.twinlakesisland.com. We can learn more about what I'm doing here. If you're coming to Rwanda, you want to, get some fresh grilled fish from the lake. You want to do a tour on the lake to see, I put out a lot of videos on my projects. But if you want to come and see the lakes and see exactly how beautiful it is, and you will know that, my cameras are not lying. So you can actually book tours through the website. You can actually support me and everything I'm doing actually through the website. Because sometimes these platforms such as YouTube, anything can happen. So we need to have another channel, another means in which if, for example, tomorrow I'm not on YouTube because, they kick me off of YouTube, then, you have my website, www.twinlakesisland.com. You can go over there and you can email me straight away, or you can contact me by phone straight away on the website. So we don't lose connection. Okay. Rob C is saying it's a vicious circle. Professor Lumumba spoke of last week. Yeah, it's a vicious circle. And it's like, when will it end? When will Africa see it for what it is? When will Africa truly unite? Obviously, we're seeing some changes, but we need a more solid change. We need a more what am I trying to say? We need more togetherness. We need more togetherness amongst the African continent, because that is the ultimate secret. United, we are powerful beyond measures. We are powerful beyond measures. When will we wake up? When will a lot of our leaders who are sleeping, when will they wake up to the realities? Why is it that some of us are seeing it and others are not? Goddess is saying, from ancient days, they claimed the black race was growing too fast. The fear was the black race is too much and will overthrow them. Yeah, I mean, before the pandemic, there was a lot around, the population in Africa growing and not having enough food to sustain them, and there was a lot. So the pandemic for them, to be honest, has not been such a bad thing, because they needed a way to control the population. So here we are, COVID-19. Say no more. Say no more. Okay. The plan is an extinction agenda of the Black race. If Africa will not stop depending on those wicked nations, we will gradually extinct gradually. I think yes. I partly believe that is definitely part of the agenda. But considering what we have been through, considering our history, considering our genetic makeup, considering our resilience, considering our bravery, considering everything that have our ancestors have been through, and we are still here. How many years of slavery, and we're still here? I think that speaks volumes. We're not going anywhere. Right. Tuko is saying, how is Rwanda with the disposal of plastic waste? So, as you guys know, I think as many of you guys know, plastics are illegal here in Rwanda. So that's something that when you're coming to visit or coming to live, and you're shipping stuff and it's got plastics in it, or you're coming with your suitcase of plastics, it will not get through the airport. It will not get through the airport. It will not. So leave your plastics in the Americas, leave your plastics in Europe, because yeah, plastic is banned. Plastic bags are banned. We do have like plastic bottles for some items such as water. Obviously, we've got fizzy drinks and things like that. But I think even that Rwanda's moving into that arena where we can really even reduce the plastic waste even further. So there's a lot of recycling that happens here, especially of glass bottles as well. Yeah, we like other countries I've been to, like you'll see plastic bags floating in the sea. Oh my God, it looks terrible. And the impact that has on the Arctic, or the fish and things like that. But in Rwanda, I don't see that. Like the lakes are clean, the streets are clean. There's active participation of the people to keep the country clean. So you don't see like plastic waste floating about. You don't see it. You don't see it. Roxy saying stark change. I agree. Tuko Promoja is saying there's talk of the zero birth rate in America of whites, and they're not going to sit back and letting us. So yeah, I think even in the UK, there was like, I guess, a fertility specialist that came out and was saying like at that time, I don't know, it was about a few years ago. We're talking about maybe 3-4 years ago, that the average children that our white counterparts were having is like 1.3, and how that was of serious concern. And so they were encouraging people, they were encouraging our white counterparts to have more children, or Yeah, to have children. Yeah, to have children. They know why. They know why. We know why. Those of us who operate with a level of consciousness, we know why. Guys, I'll be rounding up in 5 minutes, so that will make it an hour that I've been on here. Again, if you have any questions, please go ahead and throw them at me, but I will be winding up. Tuko is saying, grow without sabotaging us in some way. What are your thoughts regarding this? Okay, grow without sabotaging us in some way. What are your thoughts regarding this? As I said, like Black people, I think I think a lot of other races have recognized how special of a people we are, how strong of a people we are. And if we are focused, if we have all our resources in check and we're focused, we would grow, we would excel beyond measure. And they can't allow that to happen. For them, they can't allow that to happen. I don't know if I need to comment any more on that, guys. Africa's in the building. Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. Nice to have you here. So, guys, I am going to round up again. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your ongoing love and support. I really appreciate you guys. It's my birthday on September the 18th, and I'm on the road to achieving 6K subscribers. I did pin on the screen that those of you guys who want to support my rabbit farm, because I am wanting to expand the rabbit farm, the space is currently too small, so I need to expand, create more rooms for the rabbits, and I want to introduce more rabbits, so you can help to expand the rabbit farm just by supporting. All the details are on the screen right now. I have pinned it in the comments, so if you want to support, and also, you can see this running across the screen every time I'm live. You can support with a super chat or via PayPal. I really appreciate all your love and support. Tiko saying, thanks, Lady Visionary, for the live chat. Sorry for the typos. I was thinking faster than I could write. No, that's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Yeah, sometimes my brain is like that, like so fiery, fiery, fiery. It happens. It happens to the best of us. So don't worry about that. But yes, yes. Ibrahim is saying more fish coming from Africa will eliminate China fish soon. And yes, that's what I love about Rwanda, is that they are aiming to, like, as I said, the data that I have from 2018, 2019, Rwanda produced 31,464 tons of fish, right? And the target is to produce 112,000 tons of fish by 2024. So this definitely will reduce the imports from China, the fish imports from China, because it is not necessary. And Kenya is about to, right, Kenya will soon ban imports from China, guys. The National Assembly Committee on Agriculture has confirmed Kenya has enough Kenya has enough fish stocks in its lakes and rivers, right? And they are on the road, guys. This happened yesterday when I was live. Power cuts in Africa can be a problem, but I'm still here. I'm still here. There is cash power. I haven't run out of electricity, but the lights have gone out. So, guys, yes, so Kenya is planning to ban China and their imports of their poor quality fish to Kenya. And I'm hoping that Rwanda will really meet its target of producing 112,000 tons of fish by 2024. That's what I would love to see change in Rwanda. Rwanda has what it takes. Africa has what it takes. We can definitely do it. Goddess is saying, this is the last comment. I'm reading out. The, the African leaders negotiate business with very weak mindsets, and the enemies know this. Why is the African leaders must compromise Africa, and its people? We, the people, must protect and defend Africa. Most definitely, 100% goddess. That is a powerful point you made there. Absolutely. We need to protect our own people. We need to protect our health. We need to protect our psychology, our mental health, right? Right? We can, the diaspora, Rwandan diaspora from around the world, we can come home and we can, you know, intercede and build businesses that's going to be beneficial to our people. China is importing fish worth 11 million, approximately 11 million a year into Rwanda. Surely, those of you guys out there who are listening, this is an opportunity. This is a huge market. This is an opportunity for you to bring something to the continent, for you to make a contribution to the continent, and for the money to stay within, right? For the money to stay within and circle within. Thank you guys so much for being here. Really appreciate you guys. Please do make sure that you have liked the live stream. Please make sure you have subscribed if you're new, if you want more amazing content. Make sure you share out my channel. Make sure you get at least one family member or friend to subscribe to my channel, because it's just growth and growth and growth from here. And I just want to be able to provide you guys with relevant and useful information that's going to allow us to progress as a people, because now it's our time. And I'm just feeling overwhelmed, and I'm just feeling this greatness and this, this, there's something happening, something phenomenal happening. The diaspora, we're coming home. We're coming home. And we're coming home to make a difference for generations to come. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me, and I'll see you again in the next one. Sorry about the power cut, guys. Much love. Don't forget, guys, to support my farm. Take care. Bye, guys.